Hey guys, BJ the Brave here. We have the new Chaos Raid that is now live, and so I'm just making a very quick um, video just to kind of like show you where we're at with that. So yeah, as we log in, we can see up here this new kind of currency, the sort of 1500 medals you can see up there is because I did actually make a purchase. So now you'll see on the left here where the playing collection shop rewards button is, we also have a 13-day, 23-hour essentially raid that's been added, and that brings up some submenus, so you can kind of see the raid here. It basically looks like, as they sort of said in the news thing, that there are 3 cards that are behind this. Galeron's Champion sadly is at the end, which makes me a bit nervous because that basically would mean that if we don't unlock all this, then we don't get this legendary, which would absolutely suck if that's the case. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous about that, but really cool card back in there. A couple of avatars. The Spreading Corruption, the vulnerable 4 to an enemy troop, and if it dies, put it on another troop. That's in there. And the first card that we actually unlock is one that wasn't in the releases. It's a new one, it looks like, the Havoc Champion. It says Vanguard, 7 drop, 7 health, and basically it comes with Strike, give vulnerable 2 to all enemies, which is a very powerful effect, but it's another one of these cards where it kind of like have to be essentially like on the board for that to then work, whereas it's probably likely going to just get taken out, especially because people have to attack it anyway, being Vanguard. So I'm not sure how good the card is, but nice that that is in there. And then a title. So that's kind of like what the raid will unlock, and we can kind of see here we need 250,000 points, I think, to I don't know if that's to unlock the first one, or that's to unlock the 7th one. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. We shall see. Then you've got cards. So this is now where you can see here in the currency we spend these medals. I should just click to offers actually at the bottom. So you can buy 500 medals for 1,000 gold, which is interesting. You can also buy crystals too. I haven't actually done the math on that yet to see what that's like. So 1,000 gold, what does that cost us? About $10, right? It's roughly around $10, 1,000 gold's worth. So you can get 1,000. So you can get 500 medals for $10, roughly. Okay. So if you're looking for that comparison there, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Like a 500 medals is about 1,000 gold in worth. 500 medals is about a tenner. That's one way of looking at it. Yeah. Or $10, whatever. Alright, so if you haven't yet got the Chaos Premium campaign, then this is really good because it's an opportunity to get the Premium campaign again and actually get the 5 extra boosters and 500 medals, which we just said is worth about $10. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't got the Premium campaign, I think this is a great deal and I would definitely recommend getting it if you're going to lean into your Chaos collection now. I've already got the Premium campaign and collected all that, so this is no use to me really. However, the other offer is the premium raid offer. So rather than just going through the raid, if you buy this for £19.99, I think for me, Great British pounds, it came to about £16 through Steam. Basically, what this is doing is giving me 1,500 medals. That works out. We just said 500 medals is $10, so that's like $30. So we actually are getting some increased value here. And it also means that apparently when I unlock raid missions, I'll actually get a bonus, if you like, to the percentage of medals from each mission. So that's pretty cool. So I've bought this. I'm going to give it a go. We're going to see how it goes. And that's why I've got the 1,500 up there. So that leads us into the cards. Oh, it's cosmetics, sorry. So there's a cosmetics shop. So you can again spend medals on that. This card is super sweet, man. I'm so tempted. I really am pretty tempted. The thing is, the weird thing about cosmetics is like, because we've now got the cards behind the unlock, it's like this goes to the back of the line. Whereas if you could get the cards a different way, I'd actually be really tempted to spend the medals on this because it's just beautiful. And if I do end up with enough at the end, I'll definitely going for that. But in terms of the cards, you can click on the cards here, and these are the cards we released in the reveals this week, and you can kind of see there how much each of them cost. So what we could do now is we could jump in and buy a Galaran immediately, 1500, and then work to get the others. The other thing that I could do is, for example, try out this vulnerable mechanic by sort of say getting 2 of the Idolatrous Despoilers, which I'm kind of tempted to do. That will cost me 600. Potentially the Havocs, that would be 1200. And what would that leave me with? 300. I would get, what would I then get? Oh, so the card, the Zealot Legionary, which is the card that's behind the legendary, that is available. That's interesting. I'm not sure what I would get with the other 300 actually. Kind of interesting. Maybe I'd get the Disciple. Maybe I'd just save the medals. If I get the Malicious Volleys. I'm actually tempted to kind of like build an Abaddon style deck, but around those two cards. Because I'm thinking that the thing with Galaron is that I'm probably going to want some of the other vulnerable synergies. Play him right. The other way of looking at this is like long-term versus short-term, because like long-term, when these come into the shop, like I have, if I go into my collection, for example, and look at my chaos, I mean I have some cards here, some wild cards that I could use to get them. They'll be cheaper to get in the shop, and I have lots of crystals. So in a sense, like you could say, like it makes more sense for me to use the medals to actually get the leader. And actually just get Galaron straight away. So yeah, but I think what I'm actually kind of tempted to do, I think this is the card I really want to test first. So I might actually end up getting this and the Veteran Havoc. Or do we just get Galaron? So it's a case of like, do I want to have Galaron to then play the daily quests, build up the medals to then pick off the non-legendary cards, or do I want to get the non-legendaries, build into like an Abaddon deck, for example, and then save to get Galaron? That's kind of like the main decision to be made. Interesting. I think I'm going to go down the Abaddon route. Okay, so what would my Abaddon deck look like? Double Traitor's Hate. Full Hosts. Annoys me might be a thing to go, you know. Obviously, we want the big old AoE. Oh, what are we missing here? Albert, Veteran Havoc, Venom Crawler, Decay. We have the 4 drops, do we? Oh no, we do. The Warp Talon's there. This champion. So we could put a Terminator in. Or we could put a Chosen in. Put second Chosen in. I feel like I'm missing something. Got the Spawndoms. I always find it a bit difficult in that view, so let's have a look in this view instead. Okay, so we do have the Host of Chaos. I dropped a Noise Marine, Possessed Marines, got the Spawndoms, we've got 1 Chosen instead of 2. That makes a bit of room for the Adulterous, which we've got 2 of now. We've got the Possessed Champion, the Warp Talons, the Bringers of Decay. We don't have Dark Apostle, do we? We want Dark Apostle in here. And we also don't have Execution. I think we can live without Execution now, actually. Now that we have the Veteran Havocs instead. These are pretty bad coming out of the Black Crusade, which is the only problem in here. Maybe it's actually right to only have 1 Havoc in here. And have the... and have the Apostle instead. Or we drop the Terminator. The Terminator definitely has better synergy with Black Crusade. Yeah, so probably in this particular deck, probably only run 1 Havoc, do we? I don't know, actually, because the Havoc is, you know, if we're going down the Adulterous spot, then you kind of do want the Havocs in. Plus, it's a new card and I just want to test it. So maybe we do drop the... how many Chosen do we have? Just 1. Yeah, maybe we do have to drop the Terminator for now, then. So essentially what we do is reach collectors, reach, I think you basically just play game. Probably going to be a lot of chaos on chaos. Oh, we got it. We got it, boys. Actually going to keep that in case we need the AoE afterwards. And also the Warp Storm costing one less. Yes, please. Do this, and obviously now just take this out because it's vulnerable. No, it's not. What am I doing wrong? Ah, when it's deployed, it gains vulnerable. Haha! First error of the day. But anything he now deploys should get vulnerable, right? Okay, so we're just going to heal here. Drop this. Okay, so because that's now vulnerable, this should be able to take this out, right? Yep. And I think we can do this. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good turn for this. The vulnerable. I mean, this Adulterous Despoilers is just it's just insanely good, right? Oh, few options here, right? We could do the Dark Pact and it hits a random enemy, 1 to 2. Problem is, it might not hit that. Whereas I guess if we do this and then do this. That does kill that. Not going to waste Traitor's Hate there. Okie dokie. He's got rid of that. Ah, could have cleared that. I forgot about the vulnerable. What am I doing? Oh, that was a misplay. Finish this off with a hell direct strike, I think. Yeah. Kaboom! GG, cryo. Ooh, Shadow Operations 3, deal 5,000. So there we go. So we get the win, and we get 5 medals for a win. Okay, 5 medals for a win. So, come back in here. Cards. So we've gone up to 305. So basically, 5 for a win. These cost me 20 wins. The 100 medal guys are 20 wins. 300 medal guys are 60 wins. And this is like 300 wins. That's what it looks like. Alright, so there you have it, guys. This is obviously a community total, a collective milestone, so I'm not sure whether that even went up there or not. But yeah, that is how the Dark Zealots raid is going to work. So, yeah, hope you found that helpful. I'll see you in the next one.